What is up, guys? Welcome back. Good morning, babies. I love it. I love it every day. Hi, tiny Herc. His mom was in here, so that's why he's in here. Well, don't you just look like a little cutie patootie this morning, Mr. Herc? Looking good back there. He's still got a little bit of dry poop on him, but there's no point in bathing him 6 times a day to get the poop off every time he poops. Goats poop a lot. Before I let the babies out, hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a stranger. Please share us about and around with all your friends and all your loved ones. And as stated, with strangers, people you don't even know on the street, just grab them and be like, hey, check out this guy. Some of you have actually told me you've done that, and I love it. All right, it's baby time. It's not mochi time. It's not mochi time. All right, come on. Good morning, babies. So that little cleanup you guys saw me do there was actually almost 25 minutes cut down. It's kind of interesting to see, and I've talked about this before, if you really want to know how productive you are and how much, or if you don't want to know how productive you are, but how productive you could be with the time you have remaining in your day, time everything you do and write it down. And depending on how you like to look at life, to me, I would say, wow, I wasted 3 hours. Some people deal better with saying, I had 3 hours that blah, 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 however you do it. I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't know. But, good morning. Excuse me, little booty. Little booty. You want to get out of there? Thank you. Okay. Gates open, gates back. Babies out, babies out, babies out, babies out. Nobody's in there. That's good. Over there. Introducing the mamas. I really don't know where to point the camera. It's pandalarium. Everywhere you turn. Of course, Gummy has to be the first one to go over there. I'm sorry, Mom. Are you okay? I didn't mean to hit you with the door. Wait, you take care of your babies, and then I'll deal with the door. You're not stuck, are you? No. Okay. All right. Trying to give you guys a good morning, Miss Cookie. Okay, I'm not gonna call. Somebody commented that I had said I was going to win over the love of Zorro, and I had quite effectively. And then they pointed out how Miss Cookie just strolled away from me. Miss Cookie loves me in her own little Miss Cookie special way. Hi, honey. Can I pet you? What if I scratch your butt for you? What if I scratch your butt for you? That'd be a no. What's funny is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos of me putting it out there. I think maybe I'll have one. I'll put it on TikTok. You guys can jump over there and watch that. I'll sit on this swing or the other swing. These are swings for those of you who ask. These are people swings. So we can just come over here and sit and hang out with the goats when we have time. But I'll sit here and Miss Cookie will come over and she'll stand in front of me and I'll just push off of her. And she loves it. She absolutely loves it. She'll come stand right in front of me and let me just use her as a paperweight. Push myself back and forth. Miss Cookie. What is that? You can't argue with that, can you? You can't argue with that, can you? She does like to high five me. Give me a high five. Thank you. My little lovely. We all know Cookie is just Miss Cookie. In her time, place, and manner. She wants the love, she gets the love. She takes the love. She's funny. She's such a dog, almost. Miss Cookie, you want to go for a walk? It's a little early, so I don't know if I'll be able to draw her out or not. But yesterday, I was running some wheelbarrow. I'll show you guys what I was doing yesterday. Running some wheelbarrows of poop. Get yourself sorted and let's go. You want to go for a walk or no? Anyway, when she's ready, like I said, it's early, so she's not going to come off the porch. She'll literally follow us. If H is out here and we're walking in the pasture, she'll be on heel, which is essentially for dog speak. She'll be right there, and she'll just walk with you wherever you go. She might stop on occasion and eat some grass. But as we know, Miss Cookie don't care. I didn't want to pet you anyway, so blah. You weenie. Nope. For all you noobs, she is not pregnant. Well, we put her in to be bred. Miss Cookie, we have done all kinds of hormone treatments, all kinds of therapies to try to get her to be able to have babies, and none of that has ever worked. We work very closely with the vet, doing rounds of hormone and I don't remember the name of it. Our first goal was to unblock the ovaries, so we did that, and then kind of make everything flush, and then we did hormone treatments to try to get her in sync on a rhythm so that we could get her bred. She comes into heat. We put her in with the boy. She's been in with Mellow for however long now, 3-4 weeks. I have seen her come into heat, and I have seen him breed her. But I've seen that many, many, many times throughout her life, and she just never takes. No, we're not doing artificial insemination. It's really expensive, and in goats, I think it's less than a 50% chance that it will take. So I spent yesterday, I don't think, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I ever cleaned out this stall last year. I think this is the one stall that I never got to. So I was kind of, due to my laziness, forced to start adding hay to it last year to get it up to where it was actually back into a deep litter method situation. So I ended up adding hay on top. I slowed this stall way down way before any of the other stalls this year, meaning I stopped adding hay sooner. With the warm spring and everything that's been going on, didn't really need the heat in here. You know who you are, and you're getting an absolute stallion. Man alive, you're beautiful. Look at your eyelashes, they're so pretty. But that's what I spent doing yesterday, cleaning out that stall. It took all day, it took most of the day. I really did. Oh, hi, Miss Cookie. I didn't know you wanted petted. You're so off and on and on and off. On the other hand, she has been over there for quite some time now, so she's kind of getting back into the mix, making her presence known, smacking around some of the ladies that are under her. Twinkie, I think they mess with you the most, honey, because you're closest to their size at this point. Mochi babies be in trouble. We're getting down to it, guys. We're gonna be. We have the coming up on 8 weeks CDT shots. So I talk about this every year. It's extremely important. It's actually CB or BCND. Clostridium perfringens, which live in all the soil, live in all the everything, everywhere. It's a pretty nasty bug, single-celled organism, bacteria, I guess. It is a bacteria typically associated with food poisoning. Some of them are worse than others. I can't remember which one. The C or the D will actually start consuming their intestines, stomach lining, muscle from the inside out. I believe that to be correct. Please do your own research. In goats, it's bad. The T in the CD and T is tetanus. if you can imagine, one, there's tetanus everywhere. Two, it's typically associated with rusty metal. Every time I say this every year, I get somebody who's a medical expert who jumps in here and tells me that it's everywhere and it can be given to goats through anything. But as we all know, it's typically associated with metal or rusty metal. And as you can imagine, it's my 700,000 feet of fence. You know who you are. Thanks for that comment. That made me laugh, actually. That was funny. There's metal everywhere. Metal doors, metal walls, metal everywhere. And it wouldn't take much for one of them to get poked on something and get tetanus. And tetanus is a nasty, nasty little bug. And I had to stand up. I was getting mobbed. Tetanus is basically a spore that enters into your system through a wound, which is why I get comments that it can enter anyway. It's on everything. It's just whether or not you get wounded. I don't know why it's always been associated with rusty metal. I think most people can get in the comments and say that's what they knew it to be. However, maybe more people just get cut on rusty metal. Anyway, the spores get into your body. They release little toxins that kind of interfere with your nerve signals, essentially, and causes muscle spasms, muscles tightening. Most people, it generally affects the head and neck, and or more specifically the jaw, which is why it's commonly known as lockjaw. So all parts of the CD&T vaccine are perfect for herd animals living in a barn where there's meadow everywhere and they're eating from the ground and they're drinking from water buckets, and they're just it's really, really a necessary shot. All of our goats get it every year as a booster. Good jump. Sorry, I was watching over here. That's why I slowed my speech. She was being funny and then she just kind of ran up the pallet and down. So anyway, every year, all of our goats get a booster, CD&T, boys, girls, and babies, right around their 8-week mark. And just one of those critically important things to have on hand and to make sure you treat with every year. As I always say, there are other options besides meds. There are farms out there that are strong as they can be because they allow the weak to die and the strong to live. I can't do that, but the case argument for that is spectacular. If you create animals that can live through whatever bugs you have on your farm, that can live through tetanus, that can live through whatever's coming without medications, without injections of any kind, and they can reproduce and pass that on to their kids, and you just get stronger generation by generation, you literally can't argue with the logic. I don't know that it's cruel. Some people say that's cruel. It might be cruel in a situation like we're in, where we're containing our animals within an area. But that's what happens in nature. All right, let's finish on you, wee man. How are you doing today? He's looking good, guys. He didn't really have any. He was looking a little dumpy yesterday when I saw him, and he didn't really. He's one of those ones that's you wouldn't know something was bothering him unless you had a really good read on how he normally acts. And since he is Captain Cool, King of Chill, he's hard to read. Oh, good morning, Baba. He's officially smaller than Mochi's girls now that were just born. I think they're 4 weeks younger, 4 weeks younger than him. And he's about half their size now. I have a goat literally on my head. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see that. Ow, that's my ear. That's my ear. Ow. No ears. No ears. Okay, get down so I can get up. You gotta get down so I can get up. Okay. Who was it? Roro? Thank you. So I'm gonna give him a pickup. Oh, he's gonna try to run away. Get him out here in the light so I can see his butt. So that's good. It looks nasty, but that is all dry poop. So there's no, I'll lift his tail. He's not gonna let me lift his tail when I only have one hand. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Okay, when we chat for your buddies. Then that's not your brother. So he's doing well. I've been leaving him on mom at night, like last night and the night before. I thought he was looking dumpy the night before, and I left him on mom. And I definitely left him on mom last night. And he looks good. He's back to normal, which is basically just stand there like a lump and or stroll about. Is that your mama? That's your mama. Aww. He does love his mama, that is for sure. I mean, they all do, but I don't know. I don't want to say he does stick with her, because yesterday he got up after I medicated him, maybe it was before I medicated him. He came out, he got a drink off of his mama. He went over there on the corner of his porch where he likes to stand in the little sunshine there. Laid there for a bit, warmed himself in the sun, and then wandered off out into the pasture all by himself. And just chilled. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a text from H. Everything okay over there? Is it late? I don't know what time it is. I don't know what she heard or saw or... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's almost noon, so I've been over here near 3 hours, but I've been cleaning up that and working on goats and everything, so getting the floor done. Got to get some hay down here, still have to feed those goats. I want to get a bunch of soap made today. I'm trying to bring you guys, like, my day. Like, I never generally focus on... I'm not going to ever come in here and do every single stall in one day. That's probably not going to happen. It might happen, but the way I'm set up with making soap and everything else that we have going on with all the goats and the milking and the processing milk and again, making the soap and show prep and show teardown and wrapping for Etsy and building towards Etsy and all that kind of stuff. I like to come in and I focus on one stall at a time. So I knocked this one out yesterday. It was pretty bad. I just started to talk about it. I don't think I did it last year. It was pretty bad. Normally one stall here would be about 4 wheelbarrow loads, and 4 wheelbarrows fit into my big cart. And it was 4 big carts just for this side. So somewhere between 12 and 16 wheelbarrow loads versus a normal 4 wheelbarrows. So this one's pretty deep too. I don't know why this one's so deep, but it is deep. Deep, deep. So that one's going to be fun. I just cleaned that one out with licorice. I cleaned that one out for babies. I cleaned that one out for kidding. And I cleaned this one out normal pace last year. Stocked it up for winter. So that one shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too compacted. Boys, can we not? Okay. That was a lot of jibber, jibber, jabby, jab. Hi, little popcorn. All right, I think we can exit on that, ladies and gentlemen, and I do appreciate you stopping by and sharing us. Hi, and hitting that subscribe, and definitely hit that thumbs up. Hi. You're still a pretty little thing, Mamacita. I love your breakup. All right, we'll leave on Tiny Herc. There you go. Proof that Miss Cookie loves me. She's been hanging out with me. I'm shoveling poop. She hung out. We had some pets. We did some little headbutts. We did some butt scratches. We did hugs. Camera's on. Are you going to let me pet you? Yes. Love you.